Doing joint replacements is, I can't think of a better job. Most satisfying job I can think of. Patients come in that are most of the time healthy, vibrant, and the only thing keeping them from doing what they want to do and living their life the way they want to live is pain in a joint.
Well, for about 3 years prior to having them replaced, it seemed like it kept getting a little worse all the time. I could go out and play ball, and then for the next 2 days it was just sore, could hardly walk, you know. I was in one tournament basketball game, and I just couldn't help the team. I went out there and that's when I knew I had to have them done.
Before the operation, you know, my hip was tight, I couldn't run, and I had a lot of pain, and it just locked up, and you couldn't get the ball off, shoot as well, or your stance wasn't as good. But after the operation, and the pain's gone, it's just like you were 18 or something. I mean, you know, it's gone. Pain's gone, the hip's not hurting. You can operate as much as you want to with it.
Our procedures are very predictable. They work. They do what they're supposed to do almost every time. So it's very enjoyable to know you can look at that person that hurts and say, I can make you better. And then several weeks later in follow-up, they are better. They're satisfied, they appreciate it. That makes my job pretty easy.
You go in, you get an X-ray or an MRI, and they look at it and they show it to you, and they explain, you know, what he was going to do and what the new process was. I
went into the hospital, went to the floor they wanted me to, and put me to sleep, and that's all I remember till I woke up and had a pair of knees that they told me I got to get up out of bed and walk. So I got up, and it was a little tough, a walker and that, a little tender, but wasn't that bad.
We all have things that we like to do, and if it's painful, it takes the enjoyment out of it, even though we may still be able to do it. So they were still playing, but they weren't enjoying it, and they said, you know, I'm thinking about giving it up. So by taking away their pain, it made it still more enjoyable. I'm not sure I made them better basketball players, but by making it more enjoyable for them, I'm happy to have been able to do that.
My recovery time was very, very quick. I'd say within a week I was probably walking without a walker, and then 2 weeks, you know, I never looked back. But it sure gives you some extra time. I really recommend anybody that has any pain or anything like that to go ahead and do it, because I think it really adds to the longevity of your life, and it gives you some quality life.
One of the big reasons I went into medicine was because patients come to you with a problem, but over time you get to know them more than just their problem. So it makes the job enjoyable. I mean, you're fixing their problem, but you're developing a relationship. In joint replacement, we follow these patients forever. And knowing Lon and Ray as basketball players and not just two guys with joint pain is something very enjoyable. Because when they come to see me, it's a couple of minutes on their joints, and then it's, you know, 10 or 20 minutes on how's basketball going.